Hello, good morning to you. Welcome to Business. Financial Intelligence Center, FIC, and the Bank of Ghana are mapping out areas that are being used for computer fraud activities, also known as Sakawa, as a way of helping to fight money laundering as Ghana stands the risk of being blacklisted.
They hide behind their computers to dupe their victims, usually on the internet, and then deposit their proceeds, hard cash most times, in Ghanaian banks or buy properties. It is called computer fraud, or in the local parlance, Sakawa. But the activities could soon come to an end because the Financial Intelligence Center and the Bank of Ghana are stepping in to avoid a possible blacklisting of Ghana for money laundering. Head of Audit and Risk Management Department at the Financial Intelligence Center, Emmanuel Mensah, has been speaking to JoyNews on the sidelines of a training program for the Association of Capital Market Operators and Anti-Money Laundering Reporting Officers.
There are several cases. In fact, what we have been working with the FIC to do, one of the very important areas is that for every criminal act that is committed, we should look at the money laundering implications in it. So if somebody steals money or through corruption or whatever, after prosecuting the person for the crime that he has committed, we should also prosecute the person for money laundering if any of it has taken place. Right now, what happens is that prosecution is for probably the stealing that has gone on, but not for money laundering. So there's training for the police, the law enforcement agencies, the judiciary, and so on, to ensure that money laundering issues feature in our jurisprudence very, very strongly.
The training program offers practitioners latest trends in the money laundering world and how to combat it. President of the association, Samuel Parkwesiafo, says their members recognize the negative impact money laundering has on the country and is ready to assist the Bank of Ghana and the FIC to arrest perpetrators.
The association is made up of anti-money laundering reporting officers and compliance officers. And in a chess game, we have some people called pawns. They are in the front line dealing with the clients day-to-day basis. So they should be able to understand suspicious transactions that are coming in and report to the FIC. The FIC, even though FIC is SEC, even though they are regulators, they are not in our various firms. So we meet the client, we onboard the client, do the KYC, enhance due diligence, customer due diligence. So we should be able to report to SEC and FIC that this person bought this money, X amount of money, and we flag it maybe as a suspicious transaction. And then FIC take on and then investigate. We don't do the investigation. The FIC or SEC does the investigation. So we are basically the forefront. That's why our members need to be trained to be able to identify issues concerning money laundering that is coming in, and then various transactions that are coming in, able to identify any money laundering situation in it. So that's when the association comes in strongly.
Deputy Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Paul Ababio, says government will strictly enforce the laws on money laundering.
A few years ago, we didn't even have an AML law. And so the question became, we weren't even gathering data on some of these activities. The banking sector, just by its nature of operations, obviously has to deal with a lot of international markets.
Now, a tax compliance task force of the Ghana Revenue Authority is embarking on a mop-up session to clamp down on companies which have defaulted on payments of taxes. The first point of call was the Accra shopping mall, which defaulted in tax payments worth over 2 million Ghana cedis. The timely payment of the debt by management prevented a close down of the mall. And that's all in business for the morning. We'll bring you some more business updates at midday. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji.